All right, it says we are live. All right, we just want to check the feed real quick. All right, we in there. All right, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. All right, GMS Charlotte, back at you with another live lesson through the Spirit and power. Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Kakwadashi. Before we get started, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. A double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Double salutations to our Yuakim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. All right, so we're going to bring it out. Perception is key. All right, and we have the truth. All right, no doubt about it, man. All right, like you saw the image still on the lesson. All right, it was a sign that said denied facts are still facts. All right, so we have the truth, and we want to make a couple points, in this lesson. We pray that this lesson be edifying, man. Just going into some things about us having the truth, and you can't deny the facts, regardless, man. All right. At the end of the day, like the scriptures say, you can do nothing against the truth before the truth, right? And if you brothers got anything you want to say, you go ahead and speak.
Okay.
All right. So let's open up with this clip here. We just wanted to feed off this some of the things that this brother said from London. Salaki, I forgot the brother's name, but he made some valid points, right? So let's just feed off that real quick. Hold on. Let's pull up the screen. All right. All right. Y'all brothers can see the screen, right?
Okay.
All right. So yeah, this is just a quick point that the brother made here. From London here. This is from this lesson entitled "The Correction on Mixed Multitude in Egypt and More Understanding." And there was a point here, just as far as he was going into the fact of if he was an Edomite, you know what I'm saying? He was saying that, look, he would deny the truth as well, but I'm gonna let this play and we're just gonna, just feed the spirit,
Category. Them man are in the category with the chattel. You understand? And that's just what it is. I'm sorry. It hurting some people's feelings, but listen, man, I know they told you everybody's special, but that's just not the case. Now, I wanted to run 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, right? Because these men love running this Adam narrative. Even in that video with the brothers from Boston, who they broke it down beautifully. But them guys weren't gonna get it because I get it, man. It's like man don't want to hear it. Like you ever seen that scene? There's a scene in the movie Contagion where the man's wife died, yeah, and the doctor came out and straight told him, bro, your wife's dead, and he still asked to see his wife, like, can he go see her? Because he just didn't want to register the truth. It was too painful, and I get it, man. Like being an Edomite, I wouldn't want to believe the truth anyway. I'll take a chance on a lie. Fuck it. If I was an Edomite, I wouldn't want to believe what I'm saying either. Like, why would I? If I was a heathen, why would I want to believe this? This is horrible. This isn't feel good music out here. Oh, you're gonna be a slave. Who wants to be told that? Like, so I get it, man. Them Edomites, they ain't gonna accept it because they're better off believing what they believe now. Yeah, they're just gonna have to be hit with reality when reality comes.
Let me get a quick precept. All right. Let me get a quick precept, and I'll play it through this screen right here as well. All right. Let me get a quick precept on what he said. This is all right. This is the book of Isaiah. Let's get that. Isaiah chapter 28. Okay. It's Isaiah chapter 28 in verse 17, and it reads, all right. Matter of fact, I'll start up. Isaiah 28 and verse 16. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Shai, behold, I lay in Zion a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. he that believeth shall not make haste. All right. And that cornerstone, that sure foundation is Yahweh Shai, man. Right. This is verse 17, the point, Isaiah 28:17. It says, judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. All right. It says, in the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies. And see, that's what's happening right now, man. All right. That hail, which ultimately represents the truth, is sweeping away all the refuge of these devils' lies. And this is why these devils are losing sleep. Right. So, like the brother was saying, if he was an Edomite, he wouldn't accept the truth. You know, it's only right that these devils would be contrary to the doctrine, you know, contrary to the truth. It says in the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place. All right. And the waters going into what? The living waters. This knowledge. All right. And it's overflowing, it's washing away all the lies, man. Okay. And this is why in this very day, according to prophecy, all right, the truth is reigning supreme. The truth is standing strong. All right, as it tells you in what 1 Corinthians that all of those strongholds, all right, that have been placed upon the minds of our people are being broken, man. And that's through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You know, so let's finish it out. You brothers got anything to add in? Please do.
Con, I have something to back up.
You got it.
What you were saying, John 8:32.
That's right.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So, you know, this message, this good news, this gospel is for the ones of our people, you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, you Israelites that are in bondage. You see, this good news isn't for the heathen, because the heathen aren't in bondage. They're free to do whatever they want to do. They're not subjected unto us. But inside of that good news is, as the elder is going into, is, you know, the story of their subjection under the nation of Israel.
That's right.
So, hey, they don't take this as the truth, because to them, you know, as the elder just said, this is making them lose sleep, man. This is disrupting their reality. You see?
Exactly. Got you.
Just
like you said. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Salakia.
I got that word refuge.
Yep.
You know, in the dictionary, and it say shelter, protection, safety, security, sanctuary, asylum, preservation, safekeeping. So, you know, just going into what your brothers bring up, you know, this is, you know, causing Esau to lose that feeling of stability and safety, because this truth is the only thing that's, you know, threatening, you know, the society, the foundations of the society.
Yep. I got something real quick. Give me 1 second. This is I believe it's in Jeremiah. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 3. Let's get that real quick before I finish playing the clip. All right, but this is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 23, and it reads, it says, truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of the mountains. All right, that's the other nations. That's these heathen nations. So the scriptures say, truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of the mountains. Truly in the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, our power is the salvation of Israel. All right. And that never changed. Okay. Like it tells you in Malachi, the Lord said that he changes not. Okay. He's the same as today, yesterday, and tomorrow, and forevermore, man. Okay. So let me read that in NLT, and we'll go back to the clip. All right. Just making these points. Okay, because as we said earlier, man, hey, we got the truth, right? Same verse, NLT, Jeremiah 3 and verse 23. Bear with me. I'm just pulling it up on the phone real quick. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 23, NLT, and it reads, it says, oh, never mind. You know what? We'll leave it like that. Let's play back to that. Salakia. You know.
For now, the falsehood of the deception in their own minds is just the better thing to choose. And hell, I choose it too. I'm not gonna stand here proud. Oh, if I was an Edomite, I'd accept the truth, brother. No, fuck that, bro. What do you mean? I'm gonna be exterminated? That's deep, bro. Yeah, so them man, listen, man, they ain't gonna agree. they're not gonna accept that. Like, there's just no way in the flesh you would accept that. You would rather go become a Buddhist or become a Muslim or believe in aliens before you accept that you're gonna be destroyed.
All right, let me get that. Let's get what he said, because everything he's saying is scriptural, man. Right? Let's get that. This is Psalms 21. All right, because these Edomites are going to get eradicated. Thus saith the scriptures. All right, this is Psalms 21. Okay, Psalms 21 in verse 8, and we're going to read down. Psalms 21 in verse 8. It says, "Thy hand shall find out all thy enemies. Thy right hand," who the right hand is Yahweh Shai, "in thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee." Verse 9, Psalms 21 and 9, it says, "Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thy anger. And the Lord, Yahweh Shai, Shai, shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them." And what is that? The missiles, man. All right, can somebody hold Malachi 4:1?
Okay.
Verse 10, Psalms 21 and verse 10, it says, "Their fruit, okay, their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth." All right, what is your fruit? Your lineage, your bloodline. All right, it says, "Their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men." Okay, and who are the children of men? The heathen nations. So the Lord is going to get rid of the Edomite, man. Thus saith the scriptures. He's going to destroy. He said, "Their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, man, and their seed from among the children of men." Verse 11, "For they intended evil against thee. They imagined a mischievous device which they are not able to perform." Going into this devil's his new world order, man. All right. It says, verse 12, finishing it out. "Therefore," all right, "therefore shalt thou make them turn their back when thou shalt make ready thine arrows and upon thy strings against the face of them." Right. So the arrows, the missiles are ready, all right, to take out Babylon, man. America, Idumea. Okay. So when these Edomites, they hear that, they're not accepting that. You know, right? Give me that Malachi 4. You brothers got it.
Got it. Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven."
Behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. What is that? That's Armageddon. That's total destruction. Read on.
"And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Mm.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch."
Yep. Which shall neither leave them neither root nor branch. Okay. So Esau's line is going to be taken out. Right? Let me add one more before we go on. You brothers had anything you want to say? All right, this is Jeremiah 49.
Just real quick, I got a precept for that.
You got it. Go ahead.
Okay, Slack it. This is Psalm 97 and 5. It reads, "The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the Lord of the whole earth." And so those hills going into, Esau's government systems, the everything they had in place is going to be utterly destroyed, man.
That's right. That's right. I got something real quick. Jeremiah 49 and 10. And it reads, it says, "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled," right? His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. He's ruined. He's done, right? So let's go back to the clip.
Listen, man, they ain't gonna agree. They're not gonna accept that. Like, there's just no way in the flesh you would accept that. You would rather go become a Buddhist or become a Muslim or believe in aliens before you accept that you're gonna be destroyed. You know what I mean? It is what it is. All right. That's why we're really here to edify the elect. We're not really here to make these nations believe. We're here to tell them so that when it happens, then they know that it was the word of the Lord. But we're not here to convince them like now. There's no way you're going to convince them wholeheartedly that they're just going to be. No, they're always going to be hoping that this ain't the truth. course they are. Wouldn't you? You'd hope this weren't the truth too, wouldn't you? If you was a fucking Edomite.
Right. Let me ask something. There's a brother going in. All right, because the Lord set up the men of the Lord. He set up his prophets to tell, basically to declare to the world the judgment that's getting ready to happen, man. Right, like he said, we ain't here to convince you. We just here to we the messengers. All we do is all we're doing is hitting you with the message from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Right, that's what the prophets were supposed to do. Let me make a point, right? Before I get to my other scripture, this is Psalms 37. Right? This is Psalms 37 and verse 30, and it reads, the mouth of the righteous speak of wisdom, all right, which is the prophets. The mouth of the righteous speak of wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. You see, which the Lord set us up to do. Now, let me get to the point in Isaiah, right? Because like I said, this message is going out to the world, man. Right? It's Isaiah 34 and verse 1. It says, come near, all you nations. Come near, all you nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all the things that come forth of it. You see that? So this message is going out to the world. Verse 2, for the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is upon all nations, and his fury is upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. All right. I'm going to read on a little bit. It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And this is going into the nuclear destruction once again. All right. That high body count, man. All right. It's going to be a high body count in the time in the day of the Lord, man. That's why the scriptures say, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Okay, the slain of the Lord shall be many, right? Isaiah 34 and 4, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, which is really going into Esau's power structure. Okay, all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree, the point. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. All right. That's Greek for Edom. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Right. So you think that these Edomites are going to accept that? Hell no. Right. But we're here to tell you, regardless if you accept it or not. Okay. Hey, it's still the truth at the end of the day. Right. Regardless if you deny the facts. Right. That's why we entitled the lesson. Hey, the perception is key, man. Right? So let's finish it out.
Like, there's just no way in the flesh you would accept that. You would rather go become a Buddhist or become a Muslim or believe in aliens before you accept that you're going to be destroyed. You know what I mean? It is what it is. All right? That's why we're really here to edify the elect. We're not really here to make these nations believe. We're here to tell them so that when it happens, then they know that it was the word of the Lord.
Exactly.
But we're not here to convince them like now. There's no way you're going to convince them wholeheartedly that they're just going to be. No, they're always going to be hoping that this ain't the truth. Of course they are. Wouldn't you? You'd hope this weren't the truth too, wouldn't you? If you was a fucking Edomite. So they're going to have to fully come to terms with the truth when it happens. That's when they're going to have to digest the ramifications of what we're saying. They're not going to go, oh yeah, okay, you're right, I'm an Edomite, and I'm going to go into slavery, and I'm going to great, and then just go about their day like normal. Like, no man would probably have to jump off a bridge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, instantly. What's the point of anything after that, man? It might have just died. Anyway, go to the.
All right, and that's how these Edomites feel, man. Right? This is how they truly feel. That's why, hey, they losing sleep, man. All right, this truth is rocking the whole realm of these damn Edomites, man. They watching the videos, they shook up, they hoping that this is a lie, that we ain't the men of the Lord, that we not the Israelites, right? But all the facts is coming out, right? And I was looking some information up just to add more onto this, right? Let's pull this up too, because Esau has a term called denialism, right? So I'm just going to briefly read the point here, all right? Because this is what these Edomites are suffering from, and these heathen too, and also along with you 2/3 niggas, all right? It's called denialism. It says in the psychology of human behavior, denialism is a person's choice to deny reality, right? Is a person's choice to deny reality as a way to avoid a psychologically uncomfortable truth. Ooh. Right? It says denialism is an essentially irrational action that withholds the validation of a historical experience or event when a person refuses to accept an empirically verifiable reality, which is ultimately what the scriptures, man. Right. Okay, and we have the empirical truth, right? But it says, reading down straight to the point. All right, these last two paragraphs here, it says, the forms of denialism present the common future of the person rejecting overwhelming evidence and trying to generate political controversy in attempts to deny the existence of the consensus. Right, and that's what these Edomites do, man. All right, that's why they try to, like the scriptures say, he's the accuser of our brethren. That's why they try to slander us. You know, they put these lies on us. They try to injure the cause of the truth. All right, this is their way to deny the existence of this word, man, of this word being truth, right? To discredit the scriptures, if you will, right? It says the motivations and causes of denialism include religion, self-interest, economic, political, and financial, right? And what's heavy about that too, when you read Isaiah 13:2, what does it say? That this word has gone up to the gates of the nobles, right? So now that this word has reached the political heads, if you will, the elites or whatnot, now they have to take some type of action to try to derail the truth, but it's not going to happen. Okay, it says in defense, in defense mechanisms meant to protect the psyche of the denialists against mentally disturbing facts and ideas. You see that? And so according to these devils and the rest of these heathen, the truth that's coming out of these scriptures is mentally disturbing. You know?
If I could add too.
Go ahead.
These defense mechanisms we see on a day-to-day basis within these different mediums that are pushed, throughout society, right? Here it is, as the elder was saying, the truth has reached unto the gates of the nobles. They are trying to combat the truth because their whole system was concocted it was based around lies. Now that the truth is in the earth, they're trying to formulate ways to pretty much create defense mechanisms so that they can continue with their lies. But the scriptures tell us that the truth is ultimately going to reign.
That's it. You see? That's it. Can I get something real quick? Matter of fact, hold Deuteronomy 30, was it 33 and 29 about how our enemies shall be found liars. Hold that on deck. But I'm gonna finish this out. It says in defense mechanisms meant to protect the psyche of the denialists against mentally disturbing facts and ideas. Right. That's why, like the brother was saying, when these Edomites hear about that they're going into hardcore slavery, they're not going to accept that. Right. It says such disturbance is called cognitive dissonance in psychology terms. And I got that too. I just want to briefly read it before we get the scripture. Straight to the point, though. All right. It says cognitive dissonance is a perception of contradictory information. Right. It says relevant items of information include a person's actions, feelings, ideas, beliefs, and values and things in the environment. All right. Jumping straight to the point. Right. It says the discomfort is triggered by the person's belief clashing with new information perceived. You see that? Which is ultimately the word, the truth. So like we said, deny facts is still facts at the end of the day. All right. The discomfort is triggered by the person's belief clashing with new information perceived, wherein the individual tries to find a way to resolve the contradiction, to reduce their discomfort. You see, that's why these devils ultimately, as we're talking about, this is why they come against the word like this, man. All right. This is why there's so much opposition against the truth, man, because this word is discomforting to the heathen, right? But ultimately, what is good news unto us? You see, right? That's why the scriptures say what better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, right? Because better is the end of this better is the end of this kingdom, because ultimately what the kingdom of heaven is coming in. The Lord is getting ready to give us the kingdom, man. We getting ready to be put back on top. All right. So these nations, they ain't trying to accept that. They ain't trying to hear that, man. You see that? What you got? Bring it out.
It says Deuteronomy 33 and verse 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places.
Right. So the scripture said that our enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and we shall tread upon their high places. And how we treading upon their high places with this word, with the truth. Right? The truth is destroying everything, man. It's putting everything under subjection, man. You know what you had? You got something you want to add in there?
No, not right now.
All right, let me
say.
Go ahead. Bring out Salaki. Go ahead.
Just going back to that Isaiah 28 and 17 that you brought out. You know, these heathen, they find happiness, they find safety in those lies, man. You know, that's their happy place. So when they, you know, come against the truth, it's because they're seeking that comfort, they're seeking that protection that the lies have afforded them all these times, man.
Right.
God. Can I add to that?
Go ahead.
Get a precept on that. Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? You see, so in the midst of the truth being out here, you know, the heathen are trying to concoct a state of mind that's contrary to the truth. You see, that's going into their vain imaginations.
Yep.
You see, because their whole thing, like as the elder was saying, they don't want to believe in this. They don't want to hear this, man. They like, man, hell no. You telling me I gotta go into slavery? You know, that's unsettling. You know, especially when it's coming out of the book of the Lord. Yep. You see, and we're articulating ourselves well. You know, we're bringing out the scriptures through the Spirit, and it's pretty much cutting them, man. So they go into full denial mode, man.
That's it. That's why we brought out that term denialism, right? That's essentially what these devils are suffering from. Let me get you had a precept? Anybody had another precept?
Nah.
All right, this is real quick before we move on.
I wanted to get the definition for that. Oh.
No, go ahead. Bring it out, bro. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Select it. The word vanity. It goes into futility, uselessness, pointlessness, worthlessness, purposelessness. So basically, going into how everything that they imagine is of no worth, man. It's no value. They imagine these grandiose plans, but you know the actual facts, you know, are contrary to that, man. You know, and that's why they're pushing so hard with their disinformation task forces and things of that nature to come against this truth, man. But it's all futile, man.
Mm-hmm. It's all vanity. It's all of no. They're not going to succeed, man. All right, as we said, the truth is going to reign. Is always going to reign supreme, man. The truth is a conqueror of all lies. Like it tells you that in First Ezra, I believe, First Ezra chapter 4. That basically the truth is going to conquer all lies, man. And that's what's happening in this day and age, right? I got something real quick. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2. All right. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, and let's start at verse. We can just start at the top. All right. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 1, and it says, "And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is exactly what we doing. All right. Verse 2, for I determined not to know anything among you save Yahushua HaMashiach and him crucified. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling. The point. Verse 4, 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 4, it says, for my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words or and my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but demonstration of power, of spirit, and of power. All right. So ultimately, like the elders were saying at one point, we ain't here to entertain you. We just simply here. The Lord brought us here to give you the message, to declare his words. Verse 5, it says that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but the power of the Most High. That's why we don't need these damn Edomites and these theologians that go to these damn cemetery schools. We don't need validation, man. Okay, we got faith, man. We believe this is the truth. We know we have the truth, man. Let's read it again. It says, 1 Corinthians 2 and 5, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men. Yeah, these damn so-called wise men of the world, these scholars and whatnot. Our faith doesn't stand in the wisdom of men. But it says what? But in the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Verse 6, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, the elect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught, that come to nothing. All right. So ultimately, the point that we're going to keep reiterating in this lesson is that we have the truth. Okay, there's no denying the facts. Denied facts are still facts at the end of the day, right?
Precept.
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 1 and 27. But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
Yep.
And the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Mm-hmm.
You see, just backing up what was read in 1 Corinthians 2 and 5, right? How that it says that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of the Most High, because the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High. You see, here it is, all this madness is going on, but nobody can give an answer. All the wise men of this world that people follow after can't give an answer, but when the truth is out here, people want to turn away from it.
Mm-hmm.
When ultimately you may deny it, but it's going to come to pass.
Yep.
So the hell, whether you feel like, oh, this might be for me, it may not. Look, the truth is the truth. You see? All that denial shit, hey, it's gonna come to an end when it actually comes to pass.
Yep.
You see?
And you can stay in the state of denial until the missiles come down. So in what Isaiah was at 6?
6 and 11.
Yeah, 6 and 11, man. See, that's when people are gonna realize when they see them arrows come down, man. That's when they're gonna know, oh shit. Right? Like it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, right? It talks about how these people have gone through deserts and the sun of righteousness has not rose upon them. All right. It talks about how they wearied themselves in wickedness, man, because in that time when the destruction comes and the salvation of the elect is seen, that's when they're going to know that they messed up. Yep. See that? Okay. I got something too. You can I bring out that Proverbs 28 and 5?
God.
And then we'll get that. We'll bring out these 3 scripts, and then we'll go to that definition of perception. Bring that out and let you bring out your points, Zach.
God.
So give me Proverbs 28 and 5, Baba Quashah. And then somebody else give me 1 John 2 and 20 and 21. That's right, brother. That's right. This is salvation of the elect. Ezekiel 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, and lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them, man. And one of the main prophecies that we are all waiting to come to pass is that MOTB. All right, that Charagma. And I just posted a video from this little show that was called I believe it was called the Darkest Hour Annihilation, and it showed this Jake woman going into the grocery store, the convenience store, right? And she went to purchase whatever she went to buy. and all she had was cash, and the store owner told her, like, look, we don't accept cash no more, right? And then she was like, I got a card, I could write a check. And when she was saying that, you had some Jake come in, and what did the store clerk do? He scanned his head, and that's how he made his payment. And what did he tell her? He said, look, he said, I had to implement the new system just to stay in business, right? So when these things come to pass, you're going to know that the true men of the Lord have been among you, right?
That's right.
You got it, Doc. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord Yahweh understand all things.
Yeah, that's plain, man. Evil men understand not judgment, man. See that? That's why these heathen, all right, Esau and these heathen, and also 2/3, man, they don't understand the judgment. But what was that last part? What did it say?
Salakia.
You good.
It says,
Yep.
Salak. Can you call that precept once more?
Proverbs 28:5.
Come. But they that seek the Lord Yahweh understand all things.
Yeah, but they that seek the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Shah, understand all things, man. So we understand the judgments. We understand the things that are happening. We understand prophecy, right? That understanding, that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding has been given unto us, right? Pursuant to give me 1 John 2:20 and verse 21.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 20. But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things.
Yeah, we have an unction from the Holy One, and we know all things. And as a body, right? As a body in Yahweh by Shem Shah, we know all things pertaining to what? To prophecy and things that equate salvation, right? We have 100% truth, right? Like I said before, the Lord has given us what we need to know in these bodies, in this flesh, all right, in these earthen vessels. Read on out.
Verse 21. I have not written unto you because ye know not the truth, but because ye know it, and that no lie is of the truth.
Read it one more time.
First John chapter 2, verse 21. I have not written unto you because ye know not the truth, but because ye know it, and that no lie is of the truth.
Break it down up.
God, so we've been given this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that unction, going to that oil. So this we understand that this is the truth through the faith and through the spirit, and probably how about Shemi Awashai. So we understand that being given to us, that this is the truth, the truth, man. There's no lie that these Edomites can tell us, or these other nations can, push and try to what's the word? Disseminate throughout the world. No lie can be of the truth when you have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man.
That's it, man. We understand. We've been given the understanding, the secrets, man. Right? Just adding on to you. Go to Isaiah 10 and 20. I'm gonna read this real quick. This is John chapter 17 and verse 17, and it reads, it says, sanctify them. All right. To sanctify meaning to be separate. All right, to be set apart. It says, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. See that? So we got it, right? Give me that Isaiah 10 and 20 real quick.
It's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
That's right. And that's what's happening, man, via prophecy. All right. You have the elect that have been awoken up, that are standing back upon their feet, who have been given the breath. All right. And they're no longer subscribing to the lies of Esau. Okay. But they're leaning upon Yahweh Shem Shai, the power of Israel in spirit and truth. Okay. And that's what's bringing the end of this kingdom, of this so-called society, man. All right. You have the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord that are being raised up in Babylon and standing back upon their feet. You You see that?
Right.
You got something?
Real quick. It's just going into how this true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is, adverse to what Esau's pushing, man. It's the opposite of the wickedness that we've been subjected to, and that's why it gets so much heat. This is the book of John 15 and 19. If ye were of the world would love its own. But
That's right.
because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. And the world is really hating on this wisdom, man. They see this wisdom is, that rock of offense that's destroying the foundations of the of what Esau has built, man. And they're taking people out of that comfort, and they're taking people from what they understand to be the truth and exposing them to that true truth, the light. And that light is exposing all this wickedness, man.
That's right, bro. That's right. Let me get that definition of perception. Right. So this is the word perception. Okay. It says the process of perceiving something with the senses, the process or state of being aware of something. Definition B, it says insight or knowledge gained by thinking. It says the capacity for such insight or knowledge, an insight or point of knowledge. And it says an interpretation or impression, an opinion or belief. All right. You got it, Akia.
God, that's what we've been going into, man. The spiritual insight is what's the key to walking through this door. Everyone that reads or that has these perceptions and these philosophies, they may think that they have the true perception, right? They think they may have the right way, but they don't if they're not walking within the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That is the true perception, as the brother Quanawaf was saying, the true perception that's hated in this world, man. None of these other philosophies catch flack other than the truth, because this truth is in the midst of wickedness, in the midst of lies, in the midst of deceit, as we've been going into. A bunch of people are suffering from cognitive dissonance, right? Denial syndrome. So once the truth is brought forward, these people get angry, man. But that just goes to show you that their perception is off key and that we have the true perception. Now, I wanted to, could a brother hold 2 Timothy 3 and 16? I'm going to start with this right quick. 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. You see? So there is one perception. There is one truth. These people of the world, they can just be, they'll conform and say that there's multiple truths. Oh, well, your truth is your truth and my truth is my truth. Well, then that means that all of y'all is bullshit, because one truth exists, man. You can't have multiple truths, because that just breeds confusion. And as we just read, right, from 1 Corinthians 14 and 33, that the Lord is not the author of confusion. You see? So there will be one doctrine, one perception in the latter days, which we live in right now. You see? Come.
I got a precept for you real quick. This is Ephesians 4. All right. Based off what you just said, this is Ephesians 4 and in verse 4. It says, there is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all.
Heavy. That just said it perfectly, man. There is one way. The scriptures say, this is the way, walk ye in it, man. You can't divert different tracks to try and reach that end path. You have to walk a singular track in order to get into the kingdom of heaven, man. That straight gate. It's no multiple straight gates, right? It's just one straight gate. You see?
Yep. God, I gotta add on to that.
Con.
This is the way. All right. My favorite scripture, Isaiah 35, straight to the point. Isaiah 35 and verse 8, it says, "And a highway shall be there," right? Which the highway is the way of the truth that's going out by the prophets on the highways and hedges in the internet. It says that in a highway should be there, and a way, and it should be called the way of holiness, right? So this is the true way. This is the true doctrine. All right. One baptism, one Lord, one faith, right? As we just read. This, it says, and it should be called the way of holiness. The unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for those, the wayfaring men, which is the upright men, the elect, those who fear Yahweh Shem Shai. It said it should be for those, the wayfaring men, though fools shall not err therein. So yeah, so fools, the wicked, the unclean, they're not going to be able to accept or grasp the truth. Right? Only the wayfaring men, which would be the elect, the upright. Right?
Con.
I got that 2 Timothy for you, right?
Con.
What was it? 2 Timothy
2 Timothy 3 and 16.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 16. All right, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. I'm gonna start at verse. Hold on, I gotta start up a little bit. All right, this is 2 Timothy 3 and 14 down to 16. And it reads, it says, "But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them." All right, and we firmly believe, right? It says that which thou hast learned and has been assured of, right? 2 Timothy 3 and 15, it says, "And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach." Verse 16, "All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness."
Con.
That the man, okay, Salakia,
No, you go ahead, bro. You finish it up.
that the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
Con. So the point is, man, look, we were instructed to have this understanding and continue in it, man. You see, and it's purposeful that we continue in this understanding and not the wayward doctrines that people try to associate with these scriptures, man. Because you may have one text, right? But many people, their perception is off key. You see? Now it said in verse 16, it said that the scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High. And we just read before in 1 Corinthians that the Lord is not the author of confusion. So that makes you understand what? That the Lord has a specific way in which the scriptures were meant to be read. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it said it would be profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. And that's what's instructing us and guiding us through these times, and ultimately going to guide us through the time of Jacob's trouble, so that we can what? It says in verse 15, "Make thee wise unto salvation through the faith which is in Hamashiach Yahushai." We're being wise to understand our conduct, right? To understand how to maneuver in these times so that we may reach salvation. You see? Because a lot of these niggas that pick up these scriptures, right, that don't have the proper perception, they're gonna be destroyed, man. If you don't have the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you're gonna be destroyed. Point blank, period, man.
Let me add on to that.
Con.
Salaki, go ahead, finish your point.
No, I was gonna say, because people pick up this book and think that you could just read it. No, you have to have learned men teach you. You see, you have to be taught. You have to actually have the truth shown to you, man. You can't just pick this up and think you're finna read it like a Dr. Seuss book. Nah, this is a deep book with dark sayings, with prophecy. This is a living book right here.
That's right. I got something real quick, because like you said, the reason why these people lack the understanding and they have all these different perceptions and false doctrines and all of that is because ultimately they lack the true inspiration, right? And I'm gonna read that. This is Job 32 in verse 8. It says, "But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding," right? And when you go into that word inspiration, it goes back to the breath, to divinely breathe in. Okay. So you got to have the breath, you got to have the Spirit of the Lord supping with you in order to understand these very scriptures that we read, right? Can I add some more in there?
Con.
Right. This is the book of Proverbs. Okay. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, and verse 6. I'll start at verse 4. All right, because this is dealing with wisdom, right? This is Proverbs 2 and 4 down to 6. It says, "If thou seekest her," speaking about wisdom, "if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for her hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, and find the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai." Verse 6. "For the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai giveth wisdom, and out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding." And the only way to receive that is by the breath, right? There's a spirit, like I said, there's an inspiration, there's a spirit in men, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. Let me get one more. This is Job, right? This is Job chapter 38. All right. Bear with me. Let me see if this is on point. Salakia, hold on. Ooh, yeah. Job 38 in verse 36, it says, "Who have put wisdom in the inward parts? Who have put wisdom in the inward parts, or who have given understanding to the heart, to the mind?" You see that? And that goes back to the breath. The Lord has to be dealing with you. Let me get one more just to seal it off. Wisdom of Solomon 9. Wisdom of Solomon 9 in verse 17 and 18. It says, "In thy counsel who have known, except thou give wisdom and send thy Holy Spirit from above." See that? So the angels pretty much are responsible for giving you the understanding, right? The Lord got to be dealing with you. Verse 18, "For so the ways of them which lived on the earth were reformed, and men were taught the things that are pleasing unto thee, and were saved through wisdom." Boom.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a quick
Hey,
one.
so Con.
Just laying back off what the elder was, going into, man. It's Luke chapter 13 and verse 24. "Strive to enter in at the straight gate, for many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able." And they seek to gain this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But if that breath isn't in you, if the Spirit of the Lord isn't supping with you, then you're not going to be able to understand the scriptures. You're not going to be able to understand these breakdowns and these different understandings that the Lord gives to us, man.
That's right.
Con. Could somebody grab Matthew 22 and verse 29?
You got
See?
it.
Because again, as we've been reiterating throughout the course of this lesson, perception is everything, and perception is key, man. Contrary to this people that are in a denial state, people that think they have the truth, but they really don't, man. If you don't have the right perception, you off, man. You off key. You see?
Okay. It's Matthew chapter 22, verse 29. "Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, Ye do err, not knowing the scriptures, nor
Right.
the power of the Most High."
Right.
Man.
These people err in not knowing the scriptures. You see? These people, they read the scriptures, but do they understand it? No.
Nope.
You see, they open this book, but they don't have the actual understanding and perception, the insight, the spirit something within them to actually see what's here, man.
That's right.
You see, this is a mystery. You see,
That's right.
I'm gonna grab this next precept. Somebody could hold Baba Kushad, Jeremiah 3 and 15.
That's right.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17. Salakia. Jeremiah 17 and verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? You see?
That's right.
And these people have, you know, a deep, deceptive heart. as we was going into from the start of the lesson, these people are completely in denial of the truth, man. You got to think about how wired crazy your head has to be for you to deny the truth and accept lies, man.
Okay.
But that just goes to show you the state of this world. All right.
That's right.
Verse 10. I, the Lord Yahweh, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. You see? So, hey, the Most High understands these people's hearts, man. These people that don't have the true perception, right? You see, and that's what's ultimately going to set them up to not make it through the straight gate. You see? This mystery was only afforded unto the elect of the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You see?
Hey, the scripture says plain to the righteous, but a stumbling block unto the wicked, man.
Time.
That's it.
Get that Jeremiah 3 and 15.
15. Okay. So the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart,
right,
which shall feed you.
No, you keep going. You close out.
Okay. Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Right. So the Lord afforded us the pastors, right, according to the Lord's heart. You see, the starting with the elder apostles, the elder bishops on down, who teach us the right perception of the scriptures. You see, who teach us the truth of the matter. You see, because there's a lot of people there's a lot of these quote unquote leaders that our people subscribe to, and that's pretty much leading them to destruction, man. They weren't given unto us, right, that are according to the Lord's heart, man. These people are according to the world. They're according to the ways of the world. And that's why their perception is off key, man. Yep. That's why a lot of our people are off key. They do not have the right perception. All out hell is about to break loose, and these niggas don't give a fuck.
Right.
That just goes to show you their perception is off, man. You see?
Yep. I got 1 John 4. This is 1 John chapter 4. All right. 1 John chapter 4 and verse 3 on down to 6. And it reads, it says, every spirit that confesseth not that Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of the Most High. And this is that spirit of the anti-Messiah or Antichrist, whereof you have heard that it shall already come, whereof you have heard that it shall come. And even now already is it in the world. And that spirit is already in the world. All right. You are the Most High. You gonna say something out?
No, I was agreeing with you.
Con, 1 John 4 and 4. You are the Most High, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. Meaning the spirit of Yahweh Shai that's within us. Verse 5. They are of the world, like you said. It's adding on to what you said, Ak. It says they are of the world. Therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. Right. Mm-hmm. Verse 6. Go ahead. You can speak.
No, I'm just agreeing with you, bro.
Okay, Khan, Salaki. It says 1 John 4 and 6. We are the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error, man. See?
Mm-hmm. Okay, to the point.
Because that goes into, like you brought out, Elder, how the angels are blocking these people's minds. So if they were of us, they would understand and they would believe. But because they're not, they're being cast away.
That's it. These people of the world don't understand that this is all spiritual. All right. The reason why you don't agree or you can't perceive it, right, and you don't want to deal with the reality of things is because you're being blocked in the spirit. You see that?
Yeah. God.
You got anything up?
Yeah. Could somebody hold Matthew 13 and 11 and Sirach 21 and 13?
Con.
Get those two.
I got Sirach 21:13.
Okay. We start with Matthew 13.
Okay. It's the book of Matthew 13, verse 11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
All right, this truth isn't afforded to everyone, man. You see, it's a blessing to have the true perception of the scriptures, man. You see, it's a blessing to have the truth, because a lot of these people, they don't have the understanding or the foresight, the spiritual foresight to see what's coming down the pipe, man. You see,
Con.
they don't have the mysteries of the kingdom. Now, when you look up that word mysteries, it's G3466, Mysterion. It says hidden thing, secret, mystery, generally mysteries, religious secrets, confided only to the initiated and not ordinary mortals. You see? So this is truly a blessing to be in the midst of this truth, because the Lord has given us something that is not for everyone, man.
Con.
The Lord has afforded us the eyesight to actually perceive what we're actually living through, man.
That's right.
You see? As I was saying, man, people are like acknowledging that we in the end times.
Mm-hmm.
But they're in denial that they're in the end times. They know it, but they just try to fight it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see?
That's a good point. That's a real good point. Yep. That's the denial of a reality, man. As we read in that term, denialism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these people their minds are programmed to not accept the reality of things, man. You know?
They weren't permitted to receive those mysteries.
That's it.
You see? They acknowledge that they in the midst of bullshit, but that's as far as it goes for them. There's no hope with that.
That's it.
We grab that that's Sirach.
All right. This is Sirach 21 and verse 13, or Ecclesiastes chapter 21 and verse 13. And it reads, it says, the knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood, and his counsel is like a pure fountain of life.
Right. This is life, man. The knowledge, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures is life, the breath. You see? And it's going to stand. It's standing right now. You could look, you turn on the news and you go on to certain mediums, and every part of Esau society is being exposed in some form or fashion.
That's right.
And at the same time, the truth is being exalted, man.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 14. The inner parts of a fool are like a broken vessel, and he will hold no knowledge as long as he liveth.
Right. And that's a lot of these people. You see? More specifically, 2/3. Okay.
That's right.
As I went into a lesson earlier this week, 2/3 is likened unto a sick dog that just has to be put down. The Lord is affording us the healing remedy, and these niggas don't want to accept it, so they just gonna die.
Yeah.
You see, it's a sick vessel. You see, it's a broken vessel. You just throw that shit away.
Right.
All right.
Jake don't want to be healed.
Nope.
Right. The healing comes through what? Through the word.
God.
Can I add that?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is all right, bear with me. Let me get that real quick.
I think Quantum Walk dropped off.
Oh shit. Lord's will, he'll click back in and I can add him back in.
God.
All right. But this is the book of Psalms 107 and verse 20. Just to add that point. Psalms 107 and verse 20, it says, He sent his word and healed them and delivered them from the destructions. See?
Mm-hmm. God. Healed us from our destruction, man. You see? Because this culture, as we've been going through for numerous weeks. This deaf culture, this black culture is destructive, man. It's destructive unto our people. And we see by, engaging in these vices that our people subscribe to, right? It's ultimately a destructive lifestyle because we're not supposed to operate in that way. But once you obtain this wisdom and you actually have the proper perception, your whole focus changes. Your whole outlook on life and how your whole outlook on reality becomes real.
That's right.
See?
You know and understand the truth. Let me add one more. This is Wisdom of Solomon. This is Wisdom of Solomon 16 and verse 12. It says, "For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things."
God. Yeah, look at the spirit of Jake, man. You can't heal Jake's spirit with Manuka honey. You see sea moss. You know what I'm saying? The true healing comes from the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that's the one that ultimately has risen up those dry bones, man.
Okay.
It wasn't a surgeon that popped up in the communities of Jake's and said, you know what? They spirit ain't right. Nah, it was all the Lord's doing. The Lord is the one that healed our people, man.
That's right. So we have the knowledge.
Come on. That's pretty much all I had.
That's it. Quanawaf, you got something you want to add?
That was it. The brother made a good point about how, our people are that sick dog that needs to be put down, man. Because we see, the Lord put us through all these turmoils and slaveries and captivities, and it still didn't work for 2/3, man. So they just have to be done away with, man.
That's right. That's right. Hey, well, we're going to leave it like that, We pray that this lesson was edifying, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to close it out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. And double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers.
Shalom.
Shalom.